Skarloey is one of the oldest and most reliable engines who works on the narrow-gauge railways. He is useful at all times of year, particularly in the winter. His favorite place on the Skarloey Railway is an old village at the top of the mountains where he can see all of the island of Sodor and everything happening. But lots of trouble occurs up here, particularly in the winter, and Skarloey knows this. "I wonder who's the traitor of us this time," he said to himself. "Driver, let's keep an eye out for any dangers up here." The driver agreed, and as Skarloey was filling up with water, Rusty pulled up with the construction cars. "Hello, Skarloey," Rusty hooted. "How's life been since Reneus went for his overhaul on the mainland?" "I miss him," said Skarloey, "but I'm still able to work hard. I've always have been and always will be. I just can't wait for him to return." Then Skarloey's driver spoke up. "Skarloey, the Think Controller needs you to go to the transfer yards to get pulled on a flatbed by Oliver to the works. While Oliver and Toad are monitoring the main line for suspicious behavior, mainly by that tow truck standing right next to us, he says he has enough time to take us to the works for some repairs." "Yes, sir," said Skarloey. Goodbye, Rusty." Rusty smiled and Skarloey set off to the transfer yards. Soon Skarloey was on a flatbed being pulled down the main line to the works by Oliver. "We have to keep an eye out for Butch while puffing around," said Oliver confidently. "But even then, I never thought Butch would do anything crazy, considering he's just a tow truck and never says anything while cleaning up messes." "While we should get to the works quickly," said Skarloey, "as we have a responsibility, we still should see if Butch is up to anything suspicious. We can still report him to the police." As they stopped in Harlem Heights Station, they saw Butch backing into an intersection near the bridge. "Aha!" yelled Butch's driver as he got out. "An illegally parked vehicle. We're gonna tow it away to the impound lot." "Let's just get this over with," grunted Butch. "I hate it when people park illegally. It's such a nice waste of my precious time." His driver hooked up the vehicle and they pulled away. But as he was driving away, his driver stopped him and got out. He walked over to the car Butch was towing, walked in, and even proceeded to steal money from it. "What the are you doing?" yelled Butch. "You can't just steal money from a stranger's car." "You," said the driver. "What you vehicles fail to understand is that you can't drive yourselves. We humans control you. That's the real world. Deal with it." And the driver got back in and started pulling away. Fortunately for the owner of this car, he had seen everything from the bridge and was even recording it. As Butch slowly pulled away, the chains broke and the car was left sitting on the road while Butch pulled away. But somehow the driver was oblivious to this. The driver soon ran down from the bridge and investigated his car. When he saw money missing, he immediately called the police. As for Butch's driver, he drove the breakdown lorry to a nearby mining site where he proceeded to steal a trailer full of golden ore. "Hey!" yelled me, 1911, and my partner Mike and all the other mine workers. "Don't worry," said Mike. "I'll call the cops on him." And Oliver and Skarloey saw all this. "I heard his driver say that they're going to Tidmouth Station near the police station to wreak havoc," said Oliver. "And that's where the repair yard I'm supposed to be taking you is. We'll find Butch and get you to the repair yard." "Sounds good," said Skarloey. Soon the two engines were chasing Butch down the main line when suddenly, "Mr. Oliver," yelled Toad, "there's Butch down there near the viaduct." "Thank you, Toad," said Oliver, and they soon chased Butch over to Tidmouth Station. Meanwhile, some police officers who had heard about Butch stealing had ordered a workman to pour transparent oil on the track so Butch would slip and they could catch the driver easily. Butch went speeding into the station where he slipped on the oil, fell on his side, and the trailer with the gold and ores slipped on its side as well. "Aha!" yelled the cop. "I know what you've been doing. You're going to jail. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law." And you think that's the end of the story, right? Wrong. The man who had his car broken into, and me, Mike, and the foreman from the mining site came up and yelled at the driver for being a dumbass. "And the tow truck will be scrapped next week." "Wait," said Mike. "Don't scrap him. He couldn't control it. these engines and vehicles, they can't control the actions that their drivers make. They can, at most, defy their commands. I'm sure if Butch had the control, he would have, gotten away from his driver. Fair enough, said the driver. I'll let him live. If you're not getting scrapped, Butch, you're one lucky trucker. Soon Skarloey was in the works being repaired, and Duck and Oliver reunited as Duck had been repaired. So, Oliver, it feels nice to meet once again, doesn't it? Indeed, said Oliver. Glad you're repaired. Diesel will get what he deserves soon. But Great Western engines have to stick together, am I right? Indeed, said Duck. Like Gordon said to Thomas, united we stand, together we fall. Before we wrap up this episode of Thomas the Tank Engine Idiots, hello everybody, it's Henry. I'm here at Tidmouth Station collecting some trucks, and I wanna thank you all for being loyal, dedicated fans of this YouTube series and Henry NWR 1911. And we'll see you in the 20th episode of Thomas the Tank Engine Idiots. Maybe some other videos if Henry NWR wants to have some variety. But we'll see you in the next episode. Roll the credits.